Welcome to one of my greatest journeys yet. This game is brutal, especially for a solo. Only the strong-willed can survive regardless. Fighting against all odds, I was on a mission. And this one, I refused to fail. Sit back, relax, and let's dive in to see just what happened. Oh dang. Back again in the world of Rust. There's a bear on that guy. I'm kinda curious. Oh shoot. I've never had an auto turret miss me. I am so lucky. Oh, he has some stuff. It's actually a pretty nice little find right there. Really need some arrows though. I need to find stone ASAP. Get off your roof, you freak. Chaos there, holy. This dude's coming behind me. Fuck, this game sucks sometimes. This would be the first of many as I tried to make my way to either one of the two locations that I had found on the map. I placed as many spawns as I could throughout the jungle, and I eventually made it to my first prospective location. Oh, that's how you do it. You walk into the wall. So now the question, now that I'm past that, will this be available? Okay, this is open. And that's close. So it's a one entrance. Oh man. I would have a neighbor. So it's only stone though. Finding an available spot in the first cave had me filled with hope. However, I still wanted to have a look into this other one and see if I could find anything special. So that's a bucket drop. This big old cave system. And another, what the heck? A double bucket drop. This would be a really sick freaking cave, bro, if it's open. That sucks. And just like that, it was decided. Only having one option available to me, I had to get back to the cave and get it set up quick. How I was going to deal with a neighbor would be a problem for a different time. Well, it's still open. Boom. This is actually really exciting because I haven't tried to go too far with a cave base at any point. So this ought to be pretty fun. Well, I was relieved to finally be locked inside the cave. Only having one wooden door between all of my belongings and the outside world was not going to cut it. It was time to start making some improvements. Huh. What a freaking peak that is, dude. Holy. Hey, get out of my freaking doorway. I was kind of scared because I was like, man, there's no way this is going to be defendable. I just accidentally discovered this. It's actually perfect. I love that. Now, the downside of this is that I don't have any good way of using electrical furnaces, so there's going to be a lot of wood farming, especially for what I have plans to do a little bit later. You'll see more about that before long. Or I could have like multiple bases, you know what I mean? Like I could own the whole cave if I take that dude out of it. At this point I had decided that I wanted to take full control over the cave. Now the reason why I wanted to do this was to have multiple bases so that I could split my loot in the event of the raid. I could essentially double the cost for a price that's not very high. However, this was going to prove to be a challenge because the jungle was filled with players to the brim, both grubs and higher tier players. Not only did I have to find a lot of sulfur for the explosives, but I needed to find a lot of scrap too because I had to work through most of the tech tree to get there. Time to get to work.
Hands up in the air.
It was bad to have missed that first arrow, but whatever. Just glad I finally won a freaking fight tonight. Oh yeah, stuff already respawned. Sheesh, I wasn't even freaking gone that long, dude. Sweet. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, I could definitely fit another one there too. And you know, this thing's pretty buns. And it's really buns. But maybe it gets me somewhere, you know what I'm saying? After trying several different times to get scrap and get it back home, and failing, it is very nice to have a win. This just goes to show why you never give up in Rust. Hey, the furnace is still going. But I'm sitting pretty on the metal. How much do I need for a satchel? 670. Really? That's not bad, bro. The first night of this journey was winding down and I was heading back home when something really interesting happened. Rates are spawning, it really don't matter anyway. Okay. Yeah, so that was my neighbor. I decided to return the favor and try to get my loot back. After that close call, I did a little bit of honeycombing, and then I was finally ready to log off for the night, in hopes that I would not get raided. Ugh! We're alive! Oh, yes, dude. We are so not raided. Okay, I gotta get some wood. I know that right off the bat, so that's gonna be the first thing I do. I've got bandages. That'll buff. We got somebody here. Oh, that's a headshot. Whew. Oh man, I gotta bounce. What the heck? I was thinking to myself like, yeah, you know, I'll be alright with no bandages, whatever. Sure enough, instantly run into 2 people. At this point, I wanted to go explore the surrounding area around my cave because I'd been off for a while, so I'd kind of figured that there'd be a lot of new bases and maybe some new faces. Oh, he's upgrading right now. Oh, he's dead. Oh my gosh. Oh no. I gotta bounce right now. I'm so dead. Oh no. There's another one. Pretty short, bro. I'm still pretty short. I need 125. I got 60. 67. I need 60 scrap. That's literally it. And then we'll be ready. No nailing. So I know there's a nail gun guy running around here still. Changed. I don't think that was that big just a little bit ago. Give me that. 60 gunpowder, 20 metal frags for 1. Woo! Dang. Bro, I do not have a lot. Realizing just how expensive it is to even make 1 satchel, considering it takes 4 to go through each door, this was gonna be quite the grind. But with determination, I was gonna make it happen. I'm about to get shot dead.
Ah, shit, pick me up.
I figured while I let my sulfur cook, it probably wouldn't hurt to improve the base a little bit more. $700. Not too bad. At this point, I was really starting to build up a decent stock of satchel charges, but I knew, given the nature of a cave base, I was going to need quite a bit. I want to keep collecting small wins, but man, it's hard. Okay. You know what? I'll accept that. Hey, that's actually pretty nice. Dude gave up. And I caught the wind of it. Where am I at? Okay, put a marker here. I'll load that in there. And that. And hide. Okay, so I got that marker. I'll keep that marked. Dang, what a find that was. Freaking P2 double barrel. Hello. I feel like I can compete. I'd started collecting extra stone so that I could take it to Outpost and trade it out for a ton of wood. I figured this would save me a lot of time farming trees. Now coming across this decayed base that gave me a P2, I was feeling pretty capable. I don't know what just happened, but I just kind of got loaded, so I'm out of here. I am going home. Holy crap, dude. What a good run that was. And I still gotta go back and get the other 1,000 sulfur, too. After just a little bit more farming and some serious patience in the crafting menu, I had finally gathered up 12 satchels. This was enough for me at least to get started, especially considering I was getting a little bit impatient. I was very excited to dig into this. Holy shit. Dude, that satchel took forever. Now, things were going very smooth. Till this happened. At this point, I had just run out of satchels, so I had to go get a little bit more sulfur. Little did I know that that fella was not done messing with me yet. I just heard somebody get freaking absolutely wrecked, bro. I gotta get to that. Hopefully they had loot. Oh my gosh, he had a double barrel. It's the same kid. Grubby man.
Oh, how is that dead? It's a headshot. How the fuck?
Freaking boy, bro. How did he get past me? I ain't gonna lie, he made me jump out of my skin, dude. Whew. I really don't know how he didn't kill me, honestly, though. One more door. Oh yeah, this dude had metal for days, brother. At 800 sulfur. Okay, can't spawn here anymore. Boom. It's actually a really nice TC, I ain't gonna lie. Wow. That thing was loaded to the brim with stone. Holy. Okie dokie. Alright boys, if you made it to this point, I really appreciate it. Made a pretty sick little cave base. Super happy with how it turned out. Obviously, you know, I could take it further, but unfortunately I did just run out of time to play. It was a really cool experience, taking over a cave fully. Definitely had its downsides. I was not a fan of having to run up and down the cave, you know, just constantly. It was a little tedious. Really appreciate you guys for making it to this point in the video. Show some love, hit the like button. Sub if you want to see any more. I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. And yeah, stay tuned for your daily Bible verse. Peace out. Today I'm reading from Matthew chapter 6 verse 34. It says, "Therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." This verse encourages us not to be anxious about what may happen in the future. It's better to focus on the present day and deal with any challenges as they come. Worrying about anything does not change the outcome of anything. All it does is stress you out. Simply put, have faith in God's provision. He will give you what you need as you need it. Just take life one day at a time and trust that God will help you. I want to add on to this, Matthew chapter 6 verse 27. This reads that, "Can any one of you by worrying add a single hour to your life?" The answer is no. No, you can't. I love you guys. Thanks for watching.